This video is to review the topics for Quiz 1. So we are going to convert between decimals, fractions, and percentages, calculate simple probabilities, work with percents from a graph, work with percents from word problem, and compute mean, median, mode. So the following chart shows the top corn production for 2010-2011. Round to the nearest hundredth if necessary. So we want to find the mean, median, and the mode. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places that are producing corn. So if we are doing mean, remember that mean is your average. So we are going to add up these numbers. Once we get our total, we are going to divide that by 5 because there were 5 different states that we have information on. So we have 7,815.1 and we're going to divide that by 5. And we get 1,563.02 million bushels of corn. For median, we want the middle number. Well, in order to do median, we have to first make our list going from least to greatest. So we have 918.4, and then we have 1,260, and then we have 1,477.4, 1,971.6, and 2,187.7. So if we want the median, we want to figure out the middle number. So we're going to cross 1 from each end until we get to the middle. So our middle number would be 1,477.4 million bushels of corn. When we're looking for mode, we want the most occurring number. Well, none of these numbers repeat more than once. So in this case, our mode would be none. Miss Stites counts different types of t-shirts she has in her dresser. She has 32 Wisconsin shirts, 5 shirts for other universities, 13 Warren shirts, and 20 other types. Use this information to find the probability. So, what selects a university shirt that is not Wisconsin? So first we have to figure out our total. So we're going to add all of the shirts together. So 32 plus 5 plus 13 plus 20. And we get 70 shirts. So we know that we want a shirt that is not Wisconsin. So a not Wisconsin shirt, that's a university. There's 5 of them out of 70. So in our calculator, 5 divided by 70. Math, enter, enter, that reduces to 1/14. In B, what is the probability that Ms. Stites selects a Wisconsin shirt? So there are 32 shirts that are Wisconsin out of 70. 32 divided by 70. So that would round to 0.46. That would be D. If 2 of the Warren shirts are polos, what is the probability that Miss Bramer randomly selects one Warren polo from her t-shirt collection? So if there's 2 of them that are polos, it said, we have 2 out of a total of 70 in the drawer. So we can reduce that. 2 divided by 70. Math, enter, enter, and that reduces to 1/35. The chart to the right shows the survey result of 650 people heating up leftover pizza. How many people eat their pizza cold? So 34% eat it cold. So 34 out of 100 is equal to x over 650. So when we cross multiply, we get 100x equals 34 times 650. So we get 100x equals 22,100. And when we divide by 100, we get 221 people. In number 8, how many people heat their pizza in the toaster oven. So there's 35% that heated from the toaster oven out of 650. So we have x out of 650. So we have 100x is equal to 35 times 650. So 35 times 650. We have 100x equals 22,750. When we divide by 100, we get 227.50. Remember, we can't have half of a person, so it's just 227 people. Number 10, use the survey of how many people would choose the toaster oven if it was expanded to a population of 1,000. So we have 35% of 100 equals x out of 1,000 people. So we cross multiply 100x equals 35 times 1,000. So 100x equals 35,000. When we divide by 100, we get 350 people. The chart to the right shows a survey of a group of people choosing their favorite ice cream flavor. How many people were polled? So we need to add all of these votes together. So when we add 28 plus 34 plus 6 plus 42 plus 15, we get 125 people. What percent chose mint chip as their favorite flavor? So there were 28 that said mint chip out of 125. So in our calculator, 28 divided by 125. Remember, you can move the decimal place over or multiply by 100. So this would get us 22.4%. 13. What percent chose vanilla as their favorite flavor? So vanilla was 15 people out of 125. 15 divided by 125 times 100 would get us 12%. Use the survey to predict how many people would choose chocolate if it was expanded to 500 people. So when we look at chocolate, there were 42 chocolate votes. So 42 out of 125 equals x over 500. We cross multiply 125x equals 42 times 500. So we get 125x equals 21,000. When we divide by 125, we get 168 people. Number 15, you go out to dinner with your friends. The restaurant bill comes to $28.57. You had good service and would like to leave a tip of 25%. Then so how much tip as a decimal, so 25% is 0.25 as a decimal, and multiply it by the bill. And we get that our tip was $7.14. So how much should each person pay? Well, we need to add those together to get the total bill. We get $35.71, but then we have to divide that by 3 people. So when we divide that by 3 people, each person paid $11.90. Number 16, you are redoing the carpet in your house. To carpet your family room, it's going to cost $1,400. However, there's a sale going on to take 20% off. You also get 10% off for being an honor student at school. Find the total cost of carpeting. So we're going to take the cost and we're first going to multiply by the discount of 20%. So 1,400 times 0.20, and that gets us $280. So we need to subtract that from our cost. So our cost would be $1,120, but we also get another 10% off. We need to multiply by 0.10. So we multiply by 0.10. We get $112 that we also need to subtract off the price. So we get our carpet should cost us $1,008. If there's 300 square feet in your family room, how much does each square foot of carpet cost? So we can take our cost and divide by the square foot. And we get $3.36 per square foot.